I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea and dropping wisdom. Don't worry about missing the headlines. We're here to help. It's the Orlando Shine.
The Orlando Shine Show with the Bus and Brendan.
That was the Bus. This is Brendan. We're hanging out in Parramore today.
We are. We're at Goblin Studios.
Yeah, Van Goblin. And we have somebody here to explain
She's
it
going
all
to explain it all.
Miss Addie. How you doing? How you doing, Addie?
I'm good. How are you?
Addie Hassel.
Hassel, which sounds Dutch.
Yes.
Addie, you're a fabrication person.
Yes, I've been a fabricator for over 20 years here in the Orlando area.
So doing stuff for like the park.
Theme parks, bars, a bunch of nightclubs.
Rich people with too much money.
Lots of rich people with too much money. A bunch of cool marketing people. Lately, we've been doing a lot of stuff for Red Bull, which makes my heart happy.
Oh. What does that mean? Like big Red Bull cans?
Like what we did.
You probably can't talk about it.
We've done a bunch of stuff. Red Bull is one of my favorite companies just because they have these really big dreams, and we just get to make some really big, cool shit for them.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it is a lifestyle.
It's not a drink. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle with wings. And that was
With
your first
wings.
cuss. No more cussing. We're gonna put duck
Did
noises
she swear? I didn't hear her swear.
Oh, am I not supposed to swear?
Oh, yeah. We're on the radio.
I'm
We're on the
the
real
wrong
radio.
person for this.
It's okay. That's all right.
okay. I do it all the time, and
Okay.
it's my show.
So what is Goblin Studios, though?
Yeah, and why
Explain
Goblin?
this.
Okay, so I've
cool.
always had this dream ever since I was like a little girl of having this really cool art space of just a place for people to come and hang out and be creative, because I think that creativity is always fostered through collaboration.
Yes.
So when we opened up our fabrication studio, we decided we might as well also add in that whole aspect of a coffee shop, because we spend a whole bunch of money on coffee every morning, so why not?
Bring it to you.
Bring it to you, but then also create a space so other artists can also thrive in the space as well.
Cool. And what kind of artists do you have here?
Right now we have a guy, Skinner. He's amazing. He makes custom denim. So like you can go in, he'll make you a custom pair of pants. Super cool. We have a pottery studio over here now. They do a whole bunch of pottery classes. We have a vintage stationery and an indie bookstore. We have a stained glass artist, a guy who makes cookies, and a woman who teaches like portfolio art classes.
You can just stop at cookies.
Yeah.
All the rest is fine.
Yeah.
You hungry, buddy?
You had me at cookies.
Everybody loves cookies.
You had a big meeting before this. You haven't had lunch yet.
Actually, I skipped that meeting so I could get here.
Oh, okay.
I had
No.
to switch it. Yeah. No,
Okay.
we're all good, though.
All right. But you're still doing fabrication in the back.
Yep, we're doing fabrication in the back.
Okay, so party in the front, business out back.
But people can come here. If they're not artists, they can still just come here and get some coffee if they want.
Absolutely. We have some really good coffee from some cool local roasters. We're always changing up our menu. We definitely have a passionate crew here, so you want some good coffee, you can have some good coffee too, whether
Everyone's
you're creative
been
or not.
so nice.
Yeah.
Christine, who she's the owner-operator of Van Goblin.
No, she's just like our manager. Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah,
And-
she's been with us since day one.
And so you clocked us saying it's Van Goblin. It's like Van Gogh
And Goblin.
and Goblin together.
Yep, Van Goblin.
No relation to the Goblin Market thing that's going viral.
No.
It just happens to be Goblin of the moment.
Yeah.
How about to the band Goblin?
There's a band Goblin?
Oh yeah. We'll talk about that. off
Okay,
air.
I
Yeah,
know there's a
whole band.
podcast guy too. Oh, I think it's the same guy. He's in a band, but he
This
does a
band's
podcast.
this band's from the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah.
amazing.
The Goblin podcast
With the
guy?
prosthetic?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's like a little comedian.
So we should say we're actually right across the street from Orlando City Soccer Stadium, Inter and Co. It's on Central, so if you want to come check this place out, that's
Then
kind of
you
where it
should.
is.
It used to be pot dispensary.
This used to be a pot dispensary?
Well, I
Slash
think
grower, really.
like a growery,
Really?
like a whole place. It was like a pot testing center. It was crazy.
Yeah,
It was
Brendan's
very
house
medical.
is a pot testing center. It used to be.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't smoked in almost a year.
Oh no!
It's okay.
Sorry, there's nothing left over here.
I did feel instantly at home when I came in.
Yeah, you just didn't understand why.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you talk about some of the projects you've done at parks? Is there anything that maybe a prop or something that you've made that people would recognize?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for so long, so
Yeah.
like.
Maybe something that just stands out. One of your favorites.
Some of my favorites are we did a lot of stuff for Ollivander's Wand Shop. We did all the wand boxes in the wand shop.
Wow.
Wait, where?
Universal Studios.
Oh, okay. All right.
Was
Yeah.
Oh, the
World
wand
of
shop.
Harry
Okay,
Potter.
yeah. I'm sorry.
We did a bunch of stuff for the Diagon Alley expansion. There's just a bunch of stuff everywhere.
Beautiful.
We did the Fantasyland expansion. And then I did a couple things for Epic as well for the opening.
Oh, okay.
But my all-time favorite thing I've ever made is, I don't know if you remember, way back in the day, there was the Mayan calendar inside of Epcot.
Yes.
That was my first baby.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have was it a mold or you carved
We
it?
hand carved it. So this is, aging myself, but this is before like 3D printers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I hand carved the whole thing. We went to University of North Florida.
Okay.
One of them, they have a replica of it there. So we went there. I had to take measurements, sketches,
Of the
texture
real
samples.
calendar.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
like a one that they took a mold of the real calendar and they have it up there. So we
Isn't
got.
that crazy? And now you could just scan it and print it.
I know.
But
It's
it
so
wouldn't
crazy.
it wouldn't be the same.
So yeah, we did it. We did a whole mold and then we casted it in the mold so that it was like theme park.
We're going to do
safe.
some stuff with you. We've had an idea that we've talked about. Should we just say it?
Maybe
Let's just say
if
it.
we put it out there, somebody
Yeah.
will help us
And Addie,
fund
you can
it.
tell us if we're crazy.
Uh-huh.
I know we can fund it. We just need.
I don't think it would cost. Maybe we can get
If you can fund it, we can make it.
There you
maybe
go.
we can get an estimate while we're here.
Okay. So there's a movie, Miami
Connection.
Okay.
Filmed here in Orlando.
cult classic.
Probably in the mid '80s, it was filmed here.
Okay.
It's a kung fu movie.
Yeah, and there's a scene in Dixon Azalea Park where all of these ninjas just get their butts handed to them.
Okay.
They die in the creek, like they're fighting in the creek in Dixon Azalea, which like who knows what's in that water?
Ninjas.
And we
Ninjas,
wanted
apparently.
we want some ninja statues in the
Okay,
park.
so
We
you want
wanna
some like
put-
ninja statues.
Yeah.
Maybe we start small and it's one ninja statue,
and add to
and
it.
then we
Right.
add to it depending
Okay.
on cost. So the question is,
For a
how much does a ninja
a
cost?
life-size replica of a ninja,
And it doesn't even have to be the whole body. It could be like half the body because it's like
A half
poking.
bust coming
well, no,
out of
yeah,
the
it's like coming
bushes?
out of the
I mean,
bushes.
there's so many different things that go into it. So, I mean, it really depends. Like, if you want a one-off, we're probably going to sculpt it out of foam and fiberglass
Okay.
for you.
Uh-huh.
But if you wanted a bunch of them, we could make one, make a mold of it. We could cast it in things like concrete.
Oh.
So it just really depends on if you're doing like a one-off or you're trying to do a mold. And
What
you're
would
trying to
be
have a-
Sell us
less
high-
expensive?
Sell us on what you think we should do.
It has to
and
be
then
able
a
to
cheaper
survive
version.
the elements of Florida
Yeah.
as well.
I mean, I hate to say this. This is one of those like standoff moments, right? But you guys are trying to see how much the budget is. I
Yeah.
would say it's anywhere between like $3,500.
Okay.
Right to $10,000.
Okay, that's
depending
raisable.
on like something like that.
All right.
If you're
100%.
wanting multiples, though, that is one of those things we love to know up front because we would make the process completely different.
Okay.
And then it makes it so that the things that we pop out of the mold can be a lot more affordable.
Okay, all right.
I love it. And then how about a life-size buffalo for Barney the buffalo?
It depends on if it's metal, concrete, fiberglass, resin,
Okay.
acrylic,
Bronze.
bronze. You want a big bronze statue?
$100,000.
That's $1 million. But
Okay, all right.
no.
No, it's doable.
What I heard was Addie's going to be the person to come to.
Yeah, I always tell all the people, and I know it's always one of those things nobody ever wants to say what their budget is, but if you tell us your budget, we can make it work.
Okay.
Right? But if you don't tell us our budget, we're going to give you the coolest, best option, and then you're going to be like, oh.
I think
you know?
10 grand is
Yeah,
doable.
that's raisable.
10
I
grand
think
is
there's enough
definitely
fans of
raisable.
that movie
Yeah.
that I feel like would chip in.
Well, in
$50.
Orlando Economic Partnership and the Film Commission.
Oh, they're gonna
we might
distance
get some money
themselves from
it.
all of that.
I'm going to ping them and let them know that what we're cooking up and see if there's any.
Well, the
money.
guy who directed it actually owns a martial arts school here
Here?
in Orlando,
Okay.
and he has a great story. I think he's still alive. His name's Master YK Kim. And
Great name.
there's a whole story behind it, but he filmed the movie, and
Okay.
it's not the best movie you've ever seen.
But then it's also the first of many things we could do, because there's the Ernest Saves Christmas was filmed here.
Yeah,
Yep.
they
Thornton
did that
Park
in front
at
of
home.
cocktails.
They did.
Yeah, we had to use it because we were trying to do the whole thing with we wanted to get a fence in front of cocktails, and everyone's like, no, there's never been a fence. And we saw in Ernest Does Christmas, there's a fence, and we're like, it's historic. There's a fence.
Oh my gosh, we're going to talk about in this show how there are actually we might as well. Do you want to? Can I get?
Can
you
you
to talk
hang
about
out?
something?
Do you want to chat about stuff
A
that's
news
going on
story?
in Orlando?
And then
Sure.
and then we'll give you the.
I
boot.
can't give you a lot of.
That's
It's
all
okay.
right.
It's
That's
okay.
all right. But you own a business in Orlando,
Yeah.
so you have a
And
perspective.
Addie, we won't touch on it, but you've had some bars downtown in the past.
Yes, I've been part owner in
We don't
joysticks.
Okay, you said it. Okay, we don't need to relive the trauma if you
Okay,
don't want
yeah.
to. But you have had bars downtown in
Yes.
historic buildings, so you know the process can be tough.
It's very tough.
Right? Okay, so on the docket right now, they're going to be talking about it on the 8th at City Hall. They're talking about temporarily suspending historic preservation, the board, and those rules for 3 years because they see it as an impediment to businesses moving into downtown Orlando. And I have a call after this with the head city planner and the head of economic development to be like, why do you think this is a good idea? I'd love to hear about it, because it could potentially lead to, and we'll ask them about it, the demolition of some of these historic buildings, right? And what does that look like? Are we okay with that in our downtown core?
Do you think that's... I'll ask you, Brendan, but I'll ask you as well, Addie. Do you think that's stopping people from developing certain properties because the bar is so high?
I think
Do they have an argument there?
We've talked about it before that I think it is a barrier for larger chain stores to move downtown because the footprints aren't big enough. In those
Yeah.
historic buildings, those smaller venues, like you can't get a Whole Foods to move in there. Or, I don't know what I'm trying to... Like a
But we had a
Abercrombie Fitch,
Wahlburgers, and that didn't do so well.
and it didn't.
Yeah.
We had a Walgreens, and it didn't do so
And
well.
that was in a non-historic building, right? They
Yeah.
tore down a historic building to build that. The Plaza, they tore down historic buildings to build the Plaza building. Those venues are all empty right now.
Yeah.
But when you were opening your businesses, you weren't really changing the exteriors. Was it still very tough to get things inside?
Yeah, inside was never a problem. It was
Okay.
always the exterior, but the exterior comes into play with things that you don't think about, like your doors, your windows, painting, upkeep, signage is huge. We wanted to replace the doors at one of our bars, and they were just these ugly black. They barely even closed, and they wouldn't even let us change the doors because of historic. And it's just like we're trying to put in something more functional and better.
And you're a fabricator,
Yeah.
so you could have done something really...
But
yeah.
I mean, so there are a lot of struggles, but at the same time, I think it's scary that they want to, like you said, knock down some of these historic buildings that kind of give our city a little bit of its soul.
And we're going to ask them. I want to know, what does that mean then for the other historic districts that are mostly residential? But if you're just going to do away with the downtown protections, does that put the other districts like Legola Heights at jeopardy?
I mean, I will say, I'm not a city planner. I do understand that if downtown was desirable and these buildings were historic, I do think developers would figure out a way to make it work. But because downtown maybe isn't as desirable, they're trying to figure out ways to make it desirable, and one of them might be to lower the threshold of what you can do to a
The
building.
barrier to entry.
I will say, like...
That lobster restaurant that was supposed to open up in the old Irish place on the corner, they were put through the ringer because they had to put a kitchen vent, and it would have just gone street level.
which would have been delicious smelling
You could
walking
smell-
by.
You could smell lobster rolls all day.
You would probably die from being allergic to lobster.
My lips would be nice and plump.
you got to avoid that block.
But because it's a historic building, the code said they'd have to pipe it up to the top of the building, which would have cost $100,000 more to do
Wow.
that. So they fought it, and eventually they just gave up.
Yeah, hood vent system is about like 10 to 20K per linear foot.
Wow.
Per linear foot.
And right across the street from that, not the Taco Bell Cantina, but the other way, the building there, it was like a bank, right? It's a bank and a...
one North Orange.
That has never been anything since I've lived here
And
for
the
15
city,
years.
Yeah.
And the city just bought it.
Really?
To turn it into something. And they've have out requests for proposals.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that this doesn't have anything to do with the other. Like that, now that they bought a historic building and now they're faced with their own rules, is that why they're talking about getting rid of the rules so they can entertain more
Where do you put in that
possibilities?
building? Because like that has no parking. So if you
Well-
want to live there, I don't know where you park your car.
I guess it's a city parking garage because you don't have parking requirements downtown anymore.
Ah.
So you could open something, but physically you do need a place to park your car.
Yeah, that's, I think, downtown's biggest problem is the parking situation was harder. It was just, I know a lot of our customers, that was the problem.
Yeah.
Like, just coming downtown was already a hassle, and then you had to find a place to park. You had to pay to park.
And you
then-
were there before they closed down the stuff under the I-4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so did you feel that when they immediately, as soon as they closed those surface parking lots under I-4, or was it like a trickling effect?
It was a trickling effect,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because I think that people found other places to park. It's just always been a barrier.
I mean, there's certainly places to park downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I mean, there are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
If you don't mind walking.
Yeah,
How do you fix that besides
yeah, you can't.
putting more parking?
You can't, but it's also
You don't want your whole downtown to just be parking garages.
Yeah, you don't.
no, but
Or lots.
I guess the larger we grow, the more used you get to walking. When you're in
You
New
have
York,
to.
you're not.
Yeah,
you
nobody
could-
in New York cares about walking
No.
like 6, 7 blocks, 10 blocks, 20 blocks.
No.
But there is better public transport as well.
But in Orlando, they're like, I could walk 6 blocks, or I could go to Ivanhoe Village and
Yep.
just pull up in their parking lot
and stay at one bar.
and stay at one bar.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the mentality, I think. I mean, when we were looking at places and we saw this place, our very first thing was like, holy moly, look at this parking lot.
Gigantic parking lot.
Like, that was
Yeah.
what
And
sold
in
us.
the back.
Yeah, we were like, we will never have parking problems ever again, you know? And that was our number one thing. We paid more for this building because we have parking, because we've been struggling with
Oh.
parking for the last forever.
And you must be making money off the soccer game.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes to the operator.
Yeah.
Okay. You
But-
need some Cub Scouts out here.
I know. The landlord still has like a thing with the parking lot. We get it sometimes. The landlord gets it sometimes. So,
smart.
You know, but
Easy
we
money.
are able to do, like, we've done a couple like parking lot events out here, which is great. But
Okay.
it's just nice to know, like, anyone who comes, you always have a place to park.
Addie, where can people get more information about the space, and where can they follow you guys?
Our website, goblinstudiosfl.com. We're on Instagram as well.
I love it. We're going to
Yeah.
have you back on when we're ready to buy some ninjas.
We got a few more minutes. You got another topic to talk about?
Okay. Do you want to stick around for another
You
topic?
got a few more minutes here.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Big Thunder Mountain is back open.
Oh, I love that ride.
Right. Did you do anything there?
I didn't.
Okay.
I
Which
wish.
park is that at? I'm not a super into Disney, so like.
Apparently, Magic Kingdom.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
I'm
OG.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Just around the corner from Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
It was closed for a 16-month refurbishment.
Hmm.
And it was infamously shaky. Like, you would get jostled quite a bit, on the ride. And now
Yeah.
it's very smooth sailing.
That's part of it, though, when you ride roller coasters sometimes.
Uh-huh.
If anybody listening has ever rode the Mean Streak at Cedar Point, you know.
Yeah, don't close your teeth.
No.
No, keep-
They
you,
fixed it, though. They
that's
fixed
what
it.
everybody loves about like wooden roller coasters.
Yeah, it was a
is
wood.
'cause you can
The
feel
Mean
it.
Streak's a
Yeah.
wooden roller coaster. Yeah, it was notorious for rattling your brain.
I love it. Well, holler at Dylan Duncan if you want to see behind-the-scenes photos. We sent one of our photographers, Dylan Duncan, and he did a little ride-along.
Nice.
Clayton's Crab Company in Rockledge is closing after 59 years
Wow.
of serving seafood in Rockledge, Florida.
I don't think I may have only been to Rockledge one time because it's south of New Smyrna Beach,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And like it's,
Almost Coco.
there's not like an easy way to get there. You have to go all the way
Yeah.
up and then you come down. But it's probably been, like you said, it's been there 60
I love
years.
those ones that are just kind of tucked away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're like on a treasure hunt when you find it, and
Yeah.
then you're like super secret.
And you get there, and
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
visibly
sure all of those,
too
like
gay
a place
to be
like
there.
that probably opened, so it would have opened in like 1950 or 60.
67.
And it was probably for tourists that were coming down from
It
northern
was wholesale
states.
seafood.
And it was probably before really the interstate system.
Yeah.
And they would stop there to get their seafood.
Yeah, and they had only a couple of different owners during that time.
What's it called again?
Clayton's Crab Company.
Ah, all right.
Mhm.
All right.
And it's
too
a sad,
bad.
I'm sad they're not just selling it, versus
Just
closing
closing
it.
down?
Yeah, that's a big bummer. And then I have to say shout out to Uncle Lou from Uncle Lou's Entertainment Hall in Mills 50. He chose to
Go back.
chose
to,
go back.
to Jamaica.
Chose in
Yeah.
quotation
Yeah,
marks.
yeah.
What are they calling it? Voluntary deportment.
Yeah, I think part of it is because I assume at some point he wants to try to come back to the United States, and
Yeah.
the best option to do that is to go back and then reapply. Because if you,
Through the
how
system.
I understand it, if you fight it and you lose,
Yeah.
you could never be allowed back.
Blacklisted?
I think so.
Wow.
So like the best way is to say, okay, I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to try to go another way.
Yeah, path of
Possibly-
least resistance.
Yes, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying.
But he's also somebody who's been here for 40 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're
And,
having the messaging's a little convoluted, which is understandable. Because who's running the ship right now? 'Cause
Yeah.
he's gone, and now these bartenders are trying to figure out what they're going to do. So there's supposed to be a closing event on June 13th, and they're going to be like auctioning off things, including like ceiling tiles and raising money for the fundraiser for Lou. I believe there's almost like
$60,000.
Yeah,
$60,000
raised for him so far for his relocation.
That's cool.
Love that.
And I think he has family here, though, too.
Oof.
So I assume they'll be separated for at least
I guess
the foreseeable
but
future.
that's interesting because I don't think the family's taking control of the bar. It
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
The
I don't know.
bartender's taking it over and closing it down.
Hmm.
But I'm not sure if they're going to be closing the actual bar on the 13th or if they're going to try to like limp along for a couple of weeks afterwards. But
It's hard.
Yeah.
The industry itself is hard too, though.
yeah,
So I feel like a lot of places are just kind of, like you said, like instead of selling it, they're just like, okay, it's time.
Bow out
It's time to
respectfully.
bow out respectfully. And
but
like,
if you have a liquor license,
I don't think they do.
Oh,
I
right.
thought it was just
Beer and
wine and
wine.
beer.
Oh, and
That
then
was
that
one
was
of the
part of
reasons
the
they
problem.
got in trouble at the beginning.
because they were
Or
selling
alleg-
things that they shouldn't be,
Yeah.
allegedly.
That's how they originally went in there to arrest him.
Interesting.
Supposedly.
Uh-huh. And there's some rumors about who pointed the finger for that, too, but we don't need to bring that
Okay.
up because that's another alleged.
Orlando has so many
Let's take a
rumors.
break. We're here at Goblin Studios here in Parramore on Central,
Yeah.
talking to Addie here.
Let's get some
and,
custom denim for our booties.
Yeah, what would you get? Like some
Something
jean
that's high
shorts,
and tight, like
some
a Wrangler.
jorts? Oh, okay.
And then get some Wranglers, a boot cut Wrangler.
Better, but he
Ooh.
does custom ones.
Yeah,
better than
even
Wranglers.
better.
All right,
Wrangler.
get
he has to
Like
measure
chaps.
you though.
It's got to measure my NC.
Keep measuring. Did you get it?
Did you get it?
All right, see ya.
This episode is sponsored by Legacy Life Project. Legacy Life Project creates beautifully crafted video biographies that preserve life stories on film. They capture voice, wisdom, personality in a way that photos or written memories just simply can't. Recently, the Legacy Life Project traveled with me to Canada to the north shore of Lake Superior to interview my father, and I was there for the whole process, including filming on location at architectural, archaeological sites that my dad had documented during his career, and that's great because he was starting to forget a lot of things, so having me there to hold his hand through the process was vital. And it's also a memory that I got to make of the process. That's exactly what Legacy Life Project does. They help families preserve memories and stories that matter in a way that feels intentional, respectful, and lasting. Head on over to LegacyLifeProject.com right now and start saving those stories for future generations, especially if they're juicy.
If you're listening to the Orlando Shine Show right now, you can thank Attorney Mo DeWitt.
I sure am thanking him right now. He does so many cool things around town in Central Florida, and I'm just so thankful that he's supporting Orlando Shine.
And if you want to find out more about Attorney Mo DeWitt, all you got to do is go to justcallmo.com.
JustCallMo.com. This week at NZN Theater in Maitland, there's something for everyone, and we mean that. Tuner is still going strong, held over by popular demand. The Florida Film Festival Audience Award winner that everyone's talking about, Leo Woodall, Dustin Hoffman, a piano tuner who cracks safes, still playing now. Friday night at midnight, Real Pride brings a never-before-seen 4K restoration of Onda Nova, a banned Brazilian queer soccer comedy from 1983, with a live Zoom introduction, plus free popcorn. That's a sentence we've never said before. Well, maybe we have. Sunday brunch, but make it uncomfortable. Memories of Murder, Bong Joon-ho's masterpiece, with food, because why not? Tuesday night, Chuck Norris on VHS, that's all you need to know. And Thursday, Ferris Bueller's Day Off turns 40, one night only. Tickets are going to move pretty fast, you know the rest. NZN Theater, blah, blah, blah. Movies. is sensational with Orange County Library System. Summer at your library returns June 1st through July 26th with reading challenges and fun for everyone. Starting June 1st, visit a library location near you to pick up reading trackers. Kids can choose one free book donated by the Friends of the Orange County Library System while supplies last. Learn more about the reading challenge and free events for all ages at ocls.org/summer. That's ocls.org/summer.
I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
Welcome back to the Orlando Shine Show with the Bus and Brendan.
That was the Bus. This is Brendan. We're hanging out in Parramore today at Van Goblin Studios, the Goblin Studios.
It's Goblin Studios.
With Van Goblin Cafe inside.
Yeah. I don't want to send people to the wrong place, although it's the same place.
It is.
But it's right here on Central, across the street from the Orlando City Soccer
and
Stadium.
The Christian Service Center.
And the Christian Services Center.
I
figured Orlando City might be a little more...
nice.
I wasn't going to say that. Recognizable. And I should say Inter and Co. Stadium.
I was catcalled by a homeless woman when I came in. She was trying to get me to come say hi.
All right, well, that's nice, right?
I know. I was like, I'm doing something right. Thanks, lady. You missed the first segment, maybe, but that was Miss Addie's gone. She had to go back in the fabrication studio to keep making things.
Mm-hmm. Got to keep the lights on here.
I'm so glad we talked to her about the ninjas.
She knows. We might get a ninja. I guess we should probably actually ask the person from the movie not if we're allowed, but maybe get their blessing.
Okay.
We're allowed to do whatever I want. I mean, I don't think they're going to remember me, but I could ask.
Yeah, ask him.
All right.
Ask him. That's
all right.
I'll
I
put
did
that
judge a karate contest from their school. It was me, Regina Hill, and Mayor Demings.
Oh, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
This was years ago.
You're a little Oreo.
Yeah, it was.
I like that. Regina Hill, remember her?
Mm-hmm. She's still around.
She is. I hear someone was talking about her internet goons harassing people.
It's fun to follow, I'll say. It's fun to follow that social media.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about this on the way over. This is totally unrelated. But, like, there are certain people on social media, especially locally, that I follow on purpose because of who they are and what they post. I don't agree with a lot of it, but I just want to see how crazy it is.
Randy Ross.
I mean, I follow that. There's one woman in particular. I won't say her name on the air, because I don't want to give her any publicity. But she has the craziest conspiracy theories, and like she has tons of followers. And it's just so crazy that I have to see the next one.
I just got sent a screen cap.
Oh, yeah, you're getting stalked. Is it the same guy? It's the same guy, right? All right.
And he says, I'm part of a cult.
Well, that's true.
Skip the artist. And I wish I was. If you were interested.
You keep trying to apply to cults, and they're like, no, thank you, Brendan.
He did a screen cap of my Brenda from Bithla Instagram. It was like, Brendan O'Connor from Orlando Shine is also Brenda from Bithlo. That's the post.
Oh,
because
okay, at least giving you some publicity.
At
least he knows that you work at Orlando Shine now. He's following you.
It is true. He did say I'm still, with Bunga Holer.
Oh, he did.
He did.
Oh, well, never mind.
He doesn't.
Man, keep it. If you're going to be obsessive, at least keep up with Brendan's
life. If I had a stalker,
life.
at least be a better.
You're not a very good stalker. Like, get up to date. It's been a year, bro.
People like that scare me a little.
I mean, they should. They should.
I don't want to get.
I don't want nothing to do with
murdered.
it. I have nothing to do with you or Brenda.
So that's why I'm picking up more travel writing gigs. I'm headed to Athens, Georgia.
Don't tell him where you're going.
He can't find me there.
He has a map. He has the internet.
I guess. And he is from Winter Park, so he's probably got some money to follow me on a plane or something. Holy Zoo Barbecue in Longwood.
This is crazy.
Yeah, allegedly closed.
Everybody says they're closed. I guess we haven't
Google
driven
says
up
they're
there.
Closed. Their space is for lease on Loop.
I mean, those are the signs that you're closed.
The signs that you're closed.
Usually.
But everyone, it hit Reddit first. People were sending me texts. Someone sent me a screen cap of somebody from one of the owners saying it's not closed.
I mean, it says permanently closed on Google.
On Google.
And if it says it on Google, it's usually not a good thing if it says permanently closed.
But I heard, there's a rumor that says that it's a temporary closure. They're taking a break and then they're going to come back to it. But they erased their Instagram, or at least it's gone. and it's released.
We did a show there, I don't know, a month ago.
Yeah.
And, I liked it. I actually thought their food was pretty good.
I found them interesting. Like, they're not, like, overtly warm people.
I thought she was more than he was.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they were nice.
He was a little grumpy.
Yeah, but that's fine.
And I liked that.
But they were, I mean, it wasn't...
He made fun of my pink microphone. See that
I mean, it
video?
wasn't dead in there. I mean, there was people there. And,
yeah, I liked the food.
I mean, the food
peanut
was
butter
good.
pie was sick.
It, they had a expensive build out. Because it wasn't like they just started making food.
David, it was like, maybe they were washing some money or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe you weren't supposed to say that.
Yeah, I wasn't. Let's take that out.
It's just surprising because even when you open a restaurant, I mean, restaurants are not these huge money makers usually, and it can be really hard to operate any restaurant, and especially ones where you serve a lot of meat, where the cost of meat has gone up. But I'm just surprised that it closed so quickly.
3 times the meat's gone up.
Yeah, but I'm surprised it closed so quickly because they operated another barbecue restaurant in Chicago,
and
sold that
sold
one.
It. We didn't check that, but that's what it.
I believe. I just, I'll take them at their word. So that means they had to have some money in reserve,
and then just split.
And then, and so, like, even if you were losing money, a lot of restaurants can go for a year or two and put off their creditors for a while.
And no real statement. I tried to reach them.
Yeah.
So I didn't have their direct contact info. I just had their info from their PR person, and their PR person said she stopped working with them in April.
Which, once again, maybe you don't need it after the first initial push, and you don't want to pay that person.
But she's like, I'll try to pass it on.
I guess what I'm saying is it's just sort of surprising so quickly to shut down after you've put so much work into it.
It's being marketed as a turnkey barbecue restaurant and bar.
There could be something else going on. Maybe somebody got sick and they can't do it. I mean, there could be another reason.
Say that, and then someone sent me a message of something that they said was taped to the front door. I have not seen it.
Oh,
but this
okay,
is the message that was shared. While our journey was shorter than we envisioned, we are sincerely grateful to everyone who visited, supported us, and believed in what we were trying to build. We appreciate every meal shared, every kind word, and every person who gave us a chance. So, big bummer to see that not work out, because when we were there, I actually thought they had me fooled. I really thought they'd be around a long time.
I agree, because there's not a lot of competition over there in Longwood for barbecue that I could think of. Yeah, I thought it was good too.
There was one lady on Reddit that was like, I had their barbecue at an event and there were seeds all over it. Disgusting. And I was like, I'm sorry you had to eat seeds. It was Turkish seasoning and there was like pistachios.
Some people get all bent out of shape if it's different than every other barbecue. But like that, how do you separate yourself?
And they said that. It's world fusion stuff. Like, who cares? Florida Classic is still coming to Camping World, even though Camping World's being rebuilt at the moment. So, Florida Classic's coming on November 21st, and they're saying, even though we're in the middle of a $400 million renovation that's set for completion in summer 2027, only some portions of the venue will be impacted by construction, so they're going to have less seats available for tickets. They didn't say how much because I'm sure they don't know yet.
The Florida Classic, to my knowledge, doesn't sell out the whole stadium anyway. So, so they could probably be okay with less seats.
It's like that North Concourse too is really what's getting
okay.
rebuilt, right?
And the Florida Classic, if you don't know, is FAMU versus Bethune-Cookman, historically black college. Yeah, every year. And a lot of people, despite football being great, they show up for the bands.
Yeah,
and the camaraderie and the rivalry.
Last year, I just photographed the bands.
Did you go to the actual game, or did you go to the thing at the Kia Center?
Yeah, the Kia Center.
It's fun. It's a fun time.
It was great.
But no, they've been playing that game forever here, so I'm glad
an old man yelled at me because I was in his way. He was like, "Hey, I'm trying to watch. Get out of here. Move your fat head." And I was like, okay, sorry, old man. Sanford Porch Fest needs some sponsors.
All right.
They're trying to they took a break in 2026. They're trying to come back for their 10th.
They had some angry residents, right?
Angry residents, a very sensitive administration at Sanford City Hall, who, by the way, apparently sent out an emergency email concerning a post I had.
Oh, the flaming... I should say on fire golf cart.
Flaming's funny.
Yeah.
Anything I write. Yeah. Sanford is having a golf cart event.
Okay. There's a lot of golf carts in downtown
20th,
Sanford.
Yeah.
It's a golf cart zone. They actually have signs up in downtown Sanford.
And I picked it up because I just written last week about Maitland getting rid of golf carts in Maitland, city limits. And so I thought that was interesting, that juxtaposition. And the photo I chose for whatever reason is a gif of a burning golf cart. I thought it was funny.
Which is pretty funny.
But they had to have like an emergency email session with marketing, I guess, because Christina Hollerbach who was running for mayor, was having a meeting there, and someone got called out of her meeting for an emergency sit down to talk about my post.
Wow. And she's running for mayor.
Yeah. She thought it was hilarious. She couldn't stop.
At least somebody's reading.
That's what
That's
I was
good.
Like, they could send it to
Did they?
as many people
Did
as
they
want.
actually email you and say?
Nobody emailed.
No.
Me.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I know it's circulating anyway. But they're sensitive in Sanford. You know, they don't like scandal. They don't like.
They've had a few in the last 15 years. Yeah.
Well, the more you try to hold on to that stuff, the more things blow up. I find.
So wait. What's the actual event? I can drive my golf cart around.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
like golf cart vendors and
All right.
there's things
What
happening
day's that?
all over.
I put you on the spot, didn't
You
I?
did, and I didn't even put it in this roundup. I think it's on the 20th, like that week.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find it on OrlandoShine.com. But anyway, Sanford, they're Porch Fest. They're looking for some sponsors. If you're interested, go check it out at SanfordPorchFest.org.
10 grand for the top sponsor. I looked into it.
Not bad. You know, that'll get you a ninja.
I don't have 10 grand to throw around.
Get a metal ninja or sponsor Porch Fest.
One's going to last forever.
Yeah,
One's going to be done in a weekend.
So,
but one will help a community.
ninjas
so
win.
Ninjas.
Just for the win. Orlando City and Orlando Pride players are being called up to play in World Cup.
Really?
Very
I
exciting.
didn't know that. I didn't know any of the players here were.
Yeah, 3 of the men's team, 6 from women's. And as long as the men don't win, then we'll be okay. But if they win, if U.S. men wins, which it doesn't look like we will,
We have a tough go in men's World Cup
Yeah.
most years.
because we lose all the Brazilians. And they
They go play for their home
So
countries.
as long as we don't win, then we'll be okay for maybe the rest of the season. But if they do win and go into finals, then we're missing 3 of our really amazing players, which is Brian Ojeda, Maxime Crepeau, which is our main goalkeeper, and Marco Pachalik,
Wow.
which is insane. We want to keep them. Other stories. Bite 30 is back through July 13th.
Is that run by Orlando Weekly?
It
I always
is.
get confused because there's the other one too. There's the one in September that they do. The
Magical Dining.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're kind of similar, right?
Pre-fee menus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like a set price, and I mean, I understand that's what that
And
means.
Orlando Weekly makes money by getting the restaurants to pay to play. And then the restaurant offers multi-course dinners for, now it's $38. It was,
Inflation.
right? That's-
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. $38 for a multi-course dinner. Go check it out if you're interested.
Anywhere in particular that you have listed that somebody could go to? And
Naughty Lobster,
I passed there the other day. I went to a Popka.
which, you know, I'll be honest, some of their stuff is extravagant. So I think that is a pretty good price for
I mean,
a multi-course dinner
lobster
there.
anyway is extravagant, right?
Yeah, I didn't see their menu, but you can actually check out their menus over on Bite 30.
We should go out to that food hall there. Have you done a show there without me? In a Popka?
No, I went there.
All right.
I went there, though.
Were you not impressed?
I wasn't.
No?
And I do love one of the operators. He used to be a pop-up parlor, ghost parlor. He's very sweet. Ryan?
I don't know. I was next door at Farm City, USA,
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
fun.
I had to get some bedding for my chickens.
Okay.
And it was the closest place to my house that I could get bedding.
But I guess there's one in Bithlo by the racetrack.
Yeah, it's way
That's too
closer
far.
to a Popka.
It is?
A Popka's 20 minutes from my house.
Oh, that makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
you're right by OPT. In the nice part of College Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Winter Garden approved that John Lake's development.
Oh,
thing
they
that we talked
did.
about.
Oh, they did.
And they tried to share a lot of people's questions. They weren't allowed to share them themselves, but they were like, we've gotten a lot of letters. Let's just sum up some of those letters, including my questions. But they
Oh.
were kind of just, they didn't say who said it. It was just like lumped in. And they're like, this is why we're correct. And they didn't ask some of my harder questions.
You're an outside agitator.
I guess I am, yes.
You don't even live there. We don't care about this guy who lives in Orlando. He doesn't even live in Winter Garden.
That's-
Why does he care?
That's, yeah, great. If that's how they
If he
want
cared enough, he'd be at this meeting.
that is also true. And I did not want, it was on May 8th. What was I doing?
I don't remember.
Probably playing Dungeons and Dragons online with Adventures on Tap.
You can cast a spell on him.
I could.
You should.
Tell the truthness. Anyway, it passed, and no surprise there because they wanted it to pass. And that's what it was all about, was that maybe it's a little slanted in favor of the developer, and then go ahead and prove us wrong, guys. But nope, they went for it, and they love it. So it's going to We'll see where that goes. Allegedly. If all of that is alleged, please don't sue me. A woman was arrested for driving into and killing Daytona Beach
Oh, yeah.
Shores toll
This
booth
is crazy.
attendant.
So, like,
So sad.
I think she had alcohol in her system. This happened earlier this week. So
She was erratic.
she had alcohol in her system. I think she's had previous mental health episodes. And so she hit and killed this woman who was in a toll booth.
Tammy Jo Baker.
63. Was that her name?
No.
I think that woman was 63 years old. And
She'd
then
been working there for decades.
Yeah, and so
Toll
then
booth
this
operator.
woman drove her truck like into the ocean.
Yeah.
Somehow got
She hit
stuck.
the toll booth at 40 miles an hour.
Got stuck, got pulled out, got Baker acted. And then I think when she got like released, they like lost track of her,
disappeared. Yeah.
but they found her pretty quickly.
Okay.
So I think she's in custody now. And that woman was in her 40s, I think, like
Yeah.
43 or something like
Gosh,
that.
what a mess.
Same age as me.
Poor
Different
thing.
life choices.
Deanna Harrell of Ormond Beach. Yeah.
I mean, she'll probably get, charged with vehicular
Vehicular means,
homicide and
yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
I would
so.
think. And gosh, I hope this says something to Daytona Beach to put out some bollards or something. in
Yeah,
front of
I mean, those
booths.
people are pretty out in the open. I mean, nobody thinks that somebody's going to drive their truck into a toll booth, but you think about it after it happens, you're like, oh, we could have protected these people.
Like, their insurance is definitely going to make them do something.
Oh yeah, I
That's
mean, I would
insane.
argue that you shouldn't drive on the beach anyway.
I
don't. I think it's
so gross.
I understand that they think it's their history, and Volusia has always done it. I don't live in Volusia, not my problem. But every year there is somebody who gets hurt. Sometimes it's a child who gets killed,
Just running around
because
and the car comes by.
and like sometimes it's not the car's fault. Like they just don't see people.
It's not the
'cause-
car's fault.
Well, I'm saying it's not the
I know.
driver's fault. Like they don't even see the person.
Yeah, people
and
don't
then
know. There's
like
no lanes.
a
There's no
2-year-old kid
pedestrian
runs.
lane.
Yeah, a 2-year-old kid runs to the ocean and gets hit by a truck and killed. And I don't know. I just driving on the beach.
Also, are you
I don't really
barefoot
get it.
on Daytona Beach? No, without oil and car stuff around.
Yeah,
dogs
I-
are just dumping on the
I
beach.
just, it's
Gross.
like the swans at Lake Eola, in my opinion. Like we have maybe progressed as a society that there's just too many people on the
Gosh.
beach.
I'm getting tagged in things every day from these angry old ladies who are like, what about the rest of the swans? They haven't taken all the swans. They've only taken half of them. And it's like, we have told you multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
ladies, not all of the swans that are left are untagged. Those are just wild swans.
Hmm. Yeah, can't help those swans.
Yeah, the city doesn't touch those swans. They don't touch the ones that they didn't pay for. It's like a
It's
stripper.
yeah, all right.
He's got to leave it. I don't know how to help these people. Francisco Masso won the Florida Prize at Orlando Museum of Art.
Was that the person you were rooting for or not?
I don't think so.
There was somebody that you talked about
I
last
liked
week.
his stuff. There was a woman who was just extravagantly bizarre.
She could win People's Choice, though, right?
I think she might.
Okay.
She was doing like spirits, like angels, and they're just like these biblical angel-looking found object sculptures that are just weird as hell. And I resonated with her, and I thought her stuff was really cool. This guy Masso, very interesting, Cuban-born. Out of Miami, his installation, the Coronation of Gladiolus, is he disassembled colors and photographs of a riot that he saw in Cuba, and then he used that to like kind of make this immersive environment, and these ribbons and chains made with those colors, and then there was like the smell of gladiolas was pumped in. It was very interesting. It's interesting that he won, because if you didn't have the only reason I know all that stuff is because I did the media tour and I was with him. Like I took his picture. You can see it up on orlandoshine.com. I only have that context because I heard him say it. But if you didn't have that context, you would just be like, what is this flower-smelling paper chain?
That was the same as last year. I don't know if you remember last year at the Florida Prize.
The teepee woman won.
What was that?
Did the teepee woman win?
No, I think the woman who she like painted the whole wall, and it was sort of reminiscent of when she was a cleaner, because like she would do a certain motion of scrubbing. And she covered a whole wall, and it was a great story. But same thing, like if you didn't know that, you'd be like, "Oh, this is impressive." But like it's
you need a docent there.
You do because like last year, I thought the fabric artist, I thought she was incredible.
Local, that one.
I don't think she lived in Orlando.
Oh, I thought she
was from Florida. Obviously,
I think she did
I thought she was from Miami.
Something at Maitland,
but she had these incredible tapestries last year, and they were amazing.
Knappenberger was there, who I love. He did the giant balloon sculpture in the foyer when you come in, which was like a turkey vulva or something just weird. And then the latex of it.
I gotta see if
really
that's the same guy that was on Wesh when I was there.
I guarantee it, because he did a suit with them too, and then he did these beautiful paintings in this huge room. He had basically had this massive room to himself of his paintings.
We have to wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
We should probably say we are nominated for awards, Brendan.
So two. So best podcast.
Yeah, which you're listening to.
Orlando Weekly Best of. You can vote right now. Go to the Best of 2026 section on OrlandoWeekly.com. Vote for us for best podcast if you want, and best radio show.
Yeah.
Which
Both.
is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And then I'm up for best
local personality.
Yeah, who's not a politician.
All right. Do you ever win that?
I won once.
All right.
Or no, I don't remember. Maybe I haven't won that one. And then the other one is best Instagram, but it's my personal Instagram.
Oh.
So I know that's not right. I think they said that before. But Bungaholer's not listed in anything. And I love that.
Wow.
So thank you for your votes that got us there to this round. Please continue
I love
to
your
vote.
spite.
I am a very spiteful person.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto. It's my motivator.
I'm a Scorpio. You're a Libra, right? Yeah, it's there.
All right. We got to go. Thanks to Goblin Studios and thanks to Addie for hosting us. It's really great. If you want to come get a coffee, they are open. There's also art studios here. There's a pottery studio here. So come check it out right across the street from Inter & Co Stadium, and we'll see you next week.
See you next
week.
Will
I see you next week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you will.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea